Right, so this is for your discussion. Obviously your discussion times will be prepared and planned with your lecturer, and they'll be posted on the walls of your course board. So for your discussion, what do you have to do? Well, the first thing is you have to explain for the merit M4 the identified strengths and areas for improvement. So in your original part of your booklet up here, on a week-to-week basis, what you've done is you've identified strengths and areas for improvement in your rugby performance. Okay, so this part here is asking you to explain why they are strengths and why they're areas for improvement within your game, okay, within the game of touch rugby. So that's what it's asking you to do for M4. Then it's saying what it wants you to do is to relate your strengths and areas for improvement to your development plan, or they want you to relate your development plan to your strengths and areas for improvement. So it's saying, right, okay, why have we set these targets? How do they fit with our strengths and areas for improvement? Why have we selected this coaching course or the other coaching course or whatever we've decided to do in this box? And how does it relate to our identified strengths and areas for improvement? It then asks us to look at why we've gone for these competitions and how they may develop us and how they may improve our strengths and areas for improvement. And again, here we've got a resources required. So why have we selected these resources, and how do they improve, or how will they develop our strengths and areas for improvement, and how are they related? Finally, the drills that you've designed or come up with, again, how do these drills relate to your identified strengths and areas for improvement? That would be M5. Finally, justify, which is D2, justify the suggestions made in the personal development plan. Use a space below to write down any notes you might think, okay, so you might want to write your discussion notes here. So when you're justifying, you're really arguing why these suggestions within your plan, okay, any of these, so the drills, the resources required, the competitions, the coaching courses, and the targets, why these things that you've suggested are going to make you a better player. Why are they going to develop those strengths and areas of improvement? How are they going to develop those strengths and areas of improvement? Now, a good idea, if you're doing it about touch rugby, might be worth going to Rugby World magazine, and in the Rugby World magazine they have a number of different drills in each edition. You can use those drills and say, well, actually this is the drill I'm going to use, reference it and say this is how it's going to develop me, and this is why it's going to develop me, and this is where it's going to take me and my performance for the future. Okay, and that's the detail that you need to put in if you want the distinction. You must have two supporting references, so please use those magazines or whatever you're going to use to get those resources to help you justify why it's going to develop you further as a performer.